Hi guys and girls, it's me Olivia aka Sisligracy. Last week I did a how to organize your hanging clothes video, and this week I'm doing a how to organize your clothes in drawers and shelves. I've actually been putting this off for myself for a while, but this video is kind of making me get stuck into it actually. The technique is quite similar, so you want to get yourself a bag or a box or something, and we're wanting to get ruthless and get rid of things that we don't need. So you're going to need some free time, because it can be a bit time consuming, a strong bag, and the clothes that you keep in your shelves and your drawers. Now I have 6 drawers. I have quite a few, but in this video I'm only going to be going through one of my drawers to save some time. So I've picked my jumper and sweater drawer. So the first thing, if you remember from the other video, is grouping clothing by style and really thinking about what we need. Now I'm cheating a little bit because the style of my clothing is kind of already sorted in that drawer, to be honest. But still I can break up my jumpers and sweaters and, group them a little bit better, I think. And I do have a lot of them. And there are so many things I've forgotten about actually, because things really do get lost in drawers. If they're deep drawers. So thinking about when did I wear it last and what's it like on. So they're the two things we really want to ask ourselves when looking at our pieces of clothing. Because often you kind of have something, but the fit might not be quite right. The color may not be, that great. You could have scratchy fabric. So yeah, you really want to have a good think about what you're actually wearing, because I think it is 20% of your clothes you wear the majority of the time. So a lot of things are just not used that much. And I do think that it's not always a bad idea to spend money on a good piece of clothing if you wear it a lot of times, because it kind of pays itself off. So that's something that I do. My mum taught me that actually. She said, why don't you just invest in like a really nice jacket or really nice jeans rather than things that, are cheap and they don't last long or that you don't wear that much. So I do think that's a good idea. So here I'm sorting through my jumpers and sweaters. And the pile up the top on the right are colors that I don't really like when I'm wearing them. I sort of didn't realize I was sitting in those drawers. Shallow drawers are actually better, and shelves are better than deep drawers, because in deep drawers things get lost, and yeah, they're actually not the best. And that is going into the garbage bag. That was way too bright. I think my mom bought me that, and yeah, I just wasn't that into it. But I have found a jumper that I've forgotten about. It's amazing what you find in your drawers. It is a dark one, but with a scarf it could probably look okay. So that's kind of cool to find some things hiding in your drawers that you didn't know that you had. And this is the fun part now, is when you have everything folded nicely and put them away. And a good thing about drawers is putting your chunky things at the bottom. So your thicker jumpers and then your thinner ones at the top. Now we're going to have a look at this scary drawer of mine. Shallow drawers are best. They definitely are. So in here, this will be more difficult for me to sort through. I'm not going to sort through this drawer in this video completely, but I have, I want to group these things into style. Keep my clothes kind of together in one place. And that dress, I don't know what a dress is doing there. I'd rather hang that up. Is that a sports a sports tank, I think, and like a bedtime t-shirt, and I don't know how they all get thrown into that drawer. I think in the other video I called it the forgotten drawer. So yeah, I think you can see the difference. Like if you put a bit of time into being organized, it's just better. Otherwise you get that drawer and everything's a bit of a hot mess, to be honest. So yeah, it's not the best. There's another kind of body that sort of like a singlet I wear under t-shirts. I should put that near my underwear probably. Now shelves are even better. They're really great. Shelves are really good. You can kind of make drawers in shelves as well. So that's what, an old shoebox. I have some lovely little ones from IKEA, but if you don't have that, you can make drawers like that. Like, that's really easy to do. But shelves are really good because you can see, it's right in front of you what you have, what clothing you have. So when you want to get changed, you can just see and grab something straight away. Where in drawers, things can get lost. And yeah, so I've got, what is that, like long sleeve tops, singlets, and then I have like daggy long sleeve tops that I just wear under hoodies and stuff. I think that's sort of how it's broken up. Yeah. And what I want to show you actually is how to fold things properly. So I think it's a cool idea to be getting into the habit of folding clothes like how you would in a store, like if you go into a clothing store and you see clothing, because it keeps them really nice. And I didn't do that for years. I know my sister definitely doesn't do that, but a friend of mine, I saw his closet and he kind of folded like that, and it just keeps your clothes much nicer. So it's a really good habit to get into. And same for t-shirts, jumpers, whatever. Yeah, so that's how you fold them. I'm just showing you there, and it just keeps them nice. It looks good, and everything's neat and tidy. Now this is guys' boxer shorts. Obviously that's pretty straightforward how you fold them, but you can actually fold your underwear as well. This was a friend of mine who did this. I lived with her at uni, and she taught me. She's like, oh, Martha Stewart did that. Like, I went and sat on her bed one day in the dorm room, and she was folding her underwear. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, I think Martha Stewart taught me. And ever since then, I've folded them. So it's good. It keeps things nice and tidy rather than chucking like your undies or knickers or whatever you call them in a ball and just scrunching them up and throwing them in. So, that's a cool little technique as well. And here are my little things from IKEA, which segment my drawers so I can put underwear and stockings and socks and what have you in there. And yeah, that works really well. Good old IKEA. It's the best. But yeah, otherwise you can use like cardboard boxes, or shoe boxes or whatever. Yeah, it's a good idea. And again, I'm just showing you can just chuck them in the shelves. And they're good because I can still kind of see over the top and look into them. And yeah, so it's just a good idea. And I think they cost like what? I don't know, $10 from IKEA or something. Giving a thumbs up. And I'm just gonna try and pull down this this big thing. You can store clothes that you may not be ready to give away yet, or that aren't in season, in a big tub. I just use that big white box. Okay, I've managed to pull it down to show you. Yeah, this is a good way of storing things that you aren't wearing right at the second. So yeah, probably, I don't know, if it's summer, put your winter things in there. So anyway, I guess if you're low on space, really, I guess you could do that under your bed as well, but then that collects dust. At my bed, I couldn't fit that sort of thing underneath. Sort of not really into that. And in feng shui, I did a bit of feng shui. I think I remember saying, not to put a lot of things under the bed, which is just an interesting thought. Or you can store things, making use of storage, like in suitcases, for example. So I had it's a sleeping bag in there, this massive sleeping bag, didn't know where to put it, so I just put it in that suitcase thing, and it's down, so it's made out of duck feathers, so you keep it in that bag when you're not using it, and then you put it in, you scrunch it up when you go camping. And that's just a packing cell that I'm storing in there too. So there's lots of ideas for storage, and I don't know, you can be quite clever when you want to be. And here is the garbage bag, things to go to charity, as Maddie and I say, and keeping a shopping list of things that I want, that I don't have, that I need. So yeah, I hope this has been a helpful video, and then you get stuck into it, guys, and been lovely talking to you. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.